What's going on, guys? I don't usually make news videos, but this one's pretty crazy. The Carolina Hurricanes just offer sheeted Jesperi Kotkaniemi $6.1 million, 1-year deal, signing bonus of $20, which is just a huge F you to the Montreal Canadiens for making the offer sheet onto Aho a couple years ago. Sebastian Aho wears number 20, a signing bonus of $20. Even the base salary there, $6,100,000, 15. Kotkaniemi wears 15. Total compensation you guys can see, so pretty crazy. Actually, we're going to show you guys right here. If Montreal does not match, Canadiens will receive a first and third round pick as compensation. So what started out as like a meme offer by the Hurricanes, kind of like a payback for the Aho offer, I think might actually backfire on them. As if I'm Bergevin and the Montreal Canadiens, I don't think I match this offer. Kotkaniemi has looked like a decent third-line center. He is young, but $6 million is a lot of money. And as you can see from this cap-friendly tweet, it's worth noting that Kotkaniemi's qualifying offer for next season would be $6.1 million, which basically means you don't only have to pay Kotkaniemi $6.1 million this season, but also next season unless you want to lose him for free. So I think Bergevin and the Montreal Canadiens have a very tough decision ahead because obviously you don't want to lose a good young player like Kotkaniemi when you drafted third overall, but I don't think he's worth $6.1 million. The first and third round pick is a pretty good return, especially since they're completely unprotected. You can't, have a restriction in there when you're making an offer sheet on your first round pick. And Carolina is like no guarantee to make the playoffs in my opinion. They lost Dougie Hamilton, and that Metropolitan division is a very solid division. So even though I don't see them being a basement dweller by any means, I don't think it's a guarantee they're in the playoffs. So in that case, imagine the Canadiens take compensation. Their first round pick ends up getting the first or second overall pick, and they take Shane Wright or Brad Lambert with the compensation from Carolina. Like, that would be crazy theater, especially since it seems like Carolina is literally just doing this for the clout. Like, they went LOL in the NHL article, Uno reverse card on Twitter, signing bonus $20, pointing to the fact that Aho, of course, wears number 20. Like, bunch of jerks. Like, I don't know, it seems like they made this offer as payback, but I don't think they realized, like, Bergevin, he doesn't care. Like, Carey Price was left unprotected in the expansion draft. Like, he's willing to do anything to make his team better. I could easily see him saying, you know what? I'll take the first third round pick. You can pay Kotkaniemi $6 million. Thank you very much. In which case, I'm not sure if Carolina's actually happy with that because they do have the cap space, but you can see they're at 4.5. I think someone else would go down. So they'd basically be right at the cap max with signing Kotkaniemi. Now, Montreal is currently over, but both Weber and Byron can be placed on LTIR. Byron will be coming back at some point. Weber won't be. So I still think that puts them up to about like close to 90 million because Weber's making so much. So they should be able to still match the Kotkaniemi offer without having to, do any crazy roster moves. But it's just crazy to me. Like, they were actually getting some excitement here in the NHL late August. You love to see that. And one thing I think could make this all even crazier, imagine if Montreal gets that first round pick back, decides, you know what, we don't need our first, and they decide to go heavy on Peterson on an offer sheet, or maybe a trade for Jack Eichel. Like, this could get pretty crazy. So I'm all in on just the craziness, the excitement. I want Montreal to say, you know what, you can have Kotkaniemi, we'll take the picks, and then after that, go after Eichel or Peterson just for, max excitement in the NHL. And like I said, I really do think they're going to have a hard decision on their hands. I know Montreal Canadian fans, I'm sure, have fallen in love with Kotkaniemi, but I think logically, he looks like a third-line center. I'm not sure if I actually even brought up his point total yet, but last season, 20 points in 56 games. It's decent, but it's not amazing or anything. 8 points in 19 games in the playoffs. He did better in the playoffs, but still, wasn't a world beater, not even a point per game or anything like that. He is still young, but an unprotected first with the third, and then if you know that you can, maybe flip those picks into an Eichel or go hard on a Peterson, it's a tough decision, especially with the $6 million cap hit. Kotkaniemi's not worth $6 million, and if you're not willing to pay him that next year, you lose him for free, unless he basically promises to, to negotiate a cheaper contract, but there's really no guarantee he's going to do that. So Montreal's in a very tough place here. I feel like if they don't take the picks, then they most likely will lose Kotkaniemi next year for nothing, as I don't see him, having a season that's worthy of $6 million. So that's why I think Montreal should take the picks, but we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comment section what you would do if you were a Bergevin. Do you sign Kotkaniemi to $6 million, or do you take the picks from Carolina? I'm very curious to see what you guys think. As always, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.